All right, I think we got this. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the special episode of Kevin at 7. It is Tactical Tuesday, and today we're going to talk about how to give clients a better guarantee than an easy exit listing. So when I was been in real estate for a while, and I was going with for sale by owners and expireds, getting a ton of those listings, and somebody said, because one of the big objections is, what happens when you have a 6-month listing agreement? And they're going like, they don't want to list for that long because they were stuck in a 6-month listing agreement before, or they just want to be stuck. And so they would be like, I just want to give you a 30-day listing, or I want to give you a 90-day listing. What do you do about that? And so I was taught to do an easy exit listing agreement, which meant they could get out whenever they wanted to, or they could get out whenever they wanted to after 30 days. So we're going to talk about why that is a stupid idea, why you never want to do an easy exit listing today. So stay with me. If you're like, I use one, I don't want to, then stay with me because there's a better option. Good morning, Elaine from Northern Colorado. Good morning, Bonnie from Port Charlotte, Florida. As you come on, make sure you post where you are, where your market is, so that we can all get to know you and know who you are. Hey, Leah from Columbus, Ohio. Good morning, GDT. Good morning, Roger from Oxnard. Let's see, Gina Black from Grapevine. Awesome. I think I may have missed some of you, but welcome. Good to see all of you here as you come on. Post where you're from. Hey, Matt from Reisterstown, Maryland. Good to see you this morning. Madeline Lopez from Miami. Jonathan, what's up, Jonathan? I was just offering that. Okay, Jonathan, so this is awesome. You're going to love what you're going to hear because it's so much. The easy exit listing is just like, come on, don't do that. And I'll tell you why in a second. So welcome, everybody. Eve from South Carolina. Annette from Salt Lake City. Awesome. Tanika. Good morning, Tanika from Columbia, Maryland. Raul, good to see you from Camp Pendleton, San Diego, North County, San Diego. Awesome. Joanna Fritz from Milwaukee. Awesome. Congratulations to Joanna, brand new. Just got my first offer accepted and listing contract tomorrow. Congratulations. That is awesome. All right. So welcome, everybody. Great to see you. So here's the deal. We'll talk about today. This is Tactical Tuesday, which means we talk about a specific real estate tactic that will help you put points on the scoreboard and dollars in the bank account and listings on your listing board. Good morning, Amy from San Angelo, Texas. So Amy, I grew up in Anson, Texas, up north of Abilene. And so when I was growing up, we watched television was Abilene, San Angelo, Brownwood. That was the network, right? It covered that area. So, and I went to Abilene Christian University, so we used to play Angelo State. So there you go. It's a small world, right? So good morning, everybody. All right, here's the deal. I was reading a book, another real estate coach's book. So I hack all the competition. Okay, I look at all the other books, and some of them are good stuff. Most of them have some BS in it. They teach you BS. So I have a hard time recommending most of them, but they got some good stuff in them. Anyway, so one was teaching this easy exit listing, and I'm like, oh no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, right? So here's why would you never do an easy exit listing, and here's why. It is the law of attraction, okay? It's the law of attraction or the law of focus. And the law of attraction basically says you get what you think about most of the time. This is what what's his name? Hang on. Man, Earl Nightingale. Where's my little book here? This book right here, Earl Nightingale. Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. So this is what Earl Nightingale and The Strangest Secret was talking about in what he called The Strangest Secret. So this was long before The Secret. This was way back, mid-1900s. And here, basically, he said, here's the strangest secret. I mean, and this was actually a little like 15-minute audio, and they put it into a little booklet here, so you can listen to audio. It's cool listening to it in his voice because he had this great voice. Don't forget the strangest secret. We become what we think about. That is the strangest secret. We become what we think about, which means we attract into our lives the person that we think we are. And you can expand that, and we attract into our life what we think about. What we focus on expands. What we think about is what we get more of. What we focus on, we attract into our life. It's the law. I call it the battle of the wolves, because there was an old Native American tale about the grandfather who's talking to his grandson, and the grandson is going on his first hunt, and he's afraid. And the grandfather says to his, and he says, grandfather, how do I not be afraid on my first hunt? And he says, inside of you are two wolves, and they have this battle. One is the wolf of fear, and one is the wolf of courage. And the wolf of fear is, fear, and you're afraid, and it can also be, other bad emotions. And then there's the wolf of courage, and they fight to see who's going to win. And this little boy said, grandfather, which wolf wins? And he said, the wolf you feed is the wolf that grows, and it gets stronger, and that's the wolf that wins. So the wolf you feed is the wolf that grows. The wolf you feed is the wolf that wins. So the thoughts in your brain, if you're giving into fear or you're giving into courage, the one that you feed, if you feed fear, you feed your fear, you're going to get more of it. You're going to be more afraid. If you feed your courage, you're going to be more courageous, right? So it's about the wolf you feed. So the thoughts that you think duplicate themselves. They attract more of that. So if you're thinking fear thoughts, you're going to get more of that. If you're thinking whatever you think about listings, you're going to get more of that. So if you think listings, that sellers always, give you overpriced listings and I can't get sellers to price it right. If you're thinking and expecting that you're going to get your listings priced too high, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get that. If you think some of your listings aren't going to sell, guess what? You're going to get listings that don't sell. And I was having this conversation with one of my Inner Circle coaching members yesterday who has not sold every single listing this year. Most of my Inner Circle members sell every listing they take. And one of my best Inner Circle members doesn't sell them all. And I'm like, here's why. You still hold on to that story. I've got coaching members that have been in the business and done millions of dollars in commissions that have been in for years and have sold every single listing they've taken since they started doing what I train. Every single listing, including some that have sold every single listing in their entire career. And but if you hold the story that, well, not every listing is going to sell, then guess what? Not every listing you take is going to sell because you have a belief that that's the reality. All right. So now all that is a framework to say what you expect and what you focus on is what you're going to get more of. So what are you focusing on when you take or give an easy exit listing agreement? What are you focused on? What are you expecting? I'm expecting them to exit the listing agreement. You literally put into the universe, you literally put into their mind the idea of exiting the listing, right? That's what you put into their head. Easy exit listing. If this makes sense, let me see some thumbs up. If it doesn't make sense, ask questions. So never do an easy exit listing because you are pre-framing them. In NLP, they call this pre-framing. I'm pre-framing them to get out of the listing if they don't like something. I'm literally preparing them for an exit. So never do an easy exit listing, okay? Because I'm pre-framing them for something I don't want to happen, right? So what do I do instead? Instead, you offer a client satisfaction guarantee. Client satisfaction guarantee. So what's the difference? What does a client satisfaction guarantee focus on? A satisfied client. Right? It's saying you're going to be so happy with what I got, and I guarantee that you're going to be satisfied. Now, what this client satisfaction guarantee says, if for any reason you're not satisfied in the fine print, if for any reason you're not satisfied after 30 days with your written request, if you don't feel like I'm doing my job, after 30 days with your written request, you can get out of the listing agreement. You can terminate it. So it gives them the same protection as the easy exit listing agreement, but it just frames them for success. It frames their thinking towards success, not toward failure. So think about it. This is what I wrote this down when I was reading this. And client satisfaction guarantee focuses on success and a happy client, right? I offer a 100% client satisfaction guarantee, which means you're going to be happy with the result. Why? Because I'm going to sell your house. I'm going to get your house sold for top dollar and you're going to love it. That's the thing. And if for any reason after 30 days, you don't think I'm doing my job with your written request, I will cancel the listing agreement. No hassle, no fine print, no excuses. That's the guarantee. Focus is on 100% satisfaction, right? That's the focus. The focus is on success and the focus is on having a happy client. You hire me, you're going to be happy. I guarantee it. Because what I guarantee is a satisfied client. Okay. And that's what you're going to get. Or the negative frame is easy exit. I'm going to give you an easy exit listing agreement, which means we're going to have a contract, but it's really easy to get out of. You don't like me, get out. Yeah, no problem. And so what you're telling them is you're probably going to want out. Right? So now what you're focusing on is you're focusing on failure to deliver them the result they want, and an unhappy client. Now, let me ask you a question. If a seller lists with you for any length of time, do they want you to fail? That's a question. Yes or no? If a seller hires you, whether it's for 6 months, 6 years, or 30 days, are they hoping you fail to sell their house? Yes or no? What do you think? What do they want? No, absolutely not. They don't. No seller is ever going to hire you hoping you fail. So why would I train them to think about me failing? I sell every single listing I take, period. And I know exactly what to do to get yours sold for top dollar in the best amount of time. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And I guarantee that. Right? Yeah. See what Paul Murphy just said in Huntington Beach on Facebook is he said they just want to make sure they make the right decision. That's why they want to guarantee. That's why they're cautious, is because here's their fear. Their fear is the fear of regret. Anytime a seller says, I want a short-term listing, okay, what they're saying is I have the fear of regret. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to make a bad decision and hire the wrong agent. Everybody got it? That's their fear. So what I'm doing with a client satisfaction guarantee is I am giving them, one, my confidence that I will deliver a result. I am so confident that I'll deliver a result that I guarantee it. So for them, I'm raising the promise, and for them, I'm raising the promise about me, but for them, I'm also lowering the risk for them so they don't have to deal with the fear of regret. Because they may have that fear, but I give them a way out of that so they're protected from that fear. So now I'm confident for them, and so they'll hire me. If you are not offering a client satisfaction, some type of a 100% guarantee, you're losing deals. You're losing opportunities because people that don't know you have a hard time trusting people today, right? So what we do is we give them a client satisfaction guarantee. So my recommendation is that if you don't have one right now, you have one. What's the worst possible thing that could happen? Worst possible thing is you lose a listing you weren't going to get anyway, but you got it now and you got a chance to sell it. Okay? That's the option. It's that simple. Now you go like, well, what if it doesn't sell? What if if I do a 30-day client satisfaction guarantee? I recommend 29 or 28. I do 28-day. And I actually train a 28-day guaranteed sale. That is, I'll sell your home in 28 days guaranteed, or I'll pay you up to $20,000, which is way better, but I'm not going to get into that. That's a different guarantee. If you want to learn how to do the best guarantees and how to get every listing and how to get every listing sold, go to wyourlistingpower.com and get my online course, W Your Listing Power. You also get 2 free tickets to my W Your Listing Power training camp that's coming up in February 2019. So you want to get on that. wyourlistingpower.com. There's a link in the post here on Facebook. I'll put it in the YouTube. I'll give you guys the link to that as well in the description. But you can just Google wyourlistingpower.com. wyourlistingpower.com, and you can get it. And it lays this out for you, and it takes you on how to build a massively crushing it listing business. Now it doesn't do it for you. You got to implement, right? But it will give you that. So a client satisfaction guarantee simply says, I will get you the best results, period. Now, all it does is, what if I haven't sold in 30 days? Doesn't matter. They're not looking to fire you. They're not looking for you to fail. It just gives you that 28 or 29 or 30 days to let them see that you do what you say you're going to do and that you're working toward getting a result. And if you're doing it right, and you're using the 20-step selling system that my coaching members are trained to use, and you're following the listing presentation process correctly, you're getting it priced right, you're getting it set up right, and you're selling those listings within 30 days almost every single time. So that's the power. Gina Black says, I got a listing using the guarantee and I sold it for list price in less than a month. I can't read the rest of it, Gina, because I can only read the first 2 lines, but I'm assuming they were happy, right? They were not happy. They were not mad, for sure. Okay. Jonathan says they want to solve their problem. They want you to solve their problem for them, which is selling their house, which is absolutely it. So that's it, guys. Do that. Client satisfaction guarantee, 100%. If you want to learn how to implement that and all the other systems, processes, and strategies to crush it in getting listings going into 2019 and have your best year ever, get double your listing power. Go to doubleyourlistingpower.com, get the online course. You get it. You can start today. And then you'll get with it free bonus tuition waiver to come join me for Double Your Listing Power Training Camp. February of next year, we'll be opening registration for the training camp soon. But even up until then, get the online course because it'll let you start today. All right, doubleyourlistingpower.com. It's awesome. Go there, check it out. I'll post it here for you guys on YouTube. Have an awesome day, everybody. Play to win. I'll see you tomorrow for Wednesday. We're going to be celebrating wins and talking about winning in business and in life. Until then, have an awesome day, play to win, and always expect yes.